We're heading out to get the box stand ready for deer season. I want to show you what I take along with me. It's hot, so I'm taking water. WD-40, that's for the lock on the door. It has a master lock on it. And I keep stuff in it, nothing valuable, but I don't want somebody to come up and steal my toilet paper and my cough drops. So I'm going to need some WD-40 for the lock on the door. I also have a game camera locked up. The lock is froze shut on it, so that's the WD-40. Hot Shot. That's a bug bomb like you would bomb your house with. It's designed to kill like ants and roaches and spiders. But when you put it in a 4x4 box stand, it'll kill red wasp, hornets. It might even kill a coon if you can't get out in time. Raid wasp spray. A lot of times you'll find a hornet nest or a wasp nest right on the bottom of your box stand. So never hurts to throw a bottle of that in there. This is a sog hatchet for big limbs. I don't know if I'll use it. I usually just use this machete for brush. And I've got a little saw in here. If I get something big, the main thing I use are these loppers. Those are probably 30-inch loppers. And over here I got a coffee can full of corn. Another important ingredient, that's the Ruger SR22. 10 rounds in each magazine and an extra clip. So with that being said, let's go to work. Looks like I got a pack rat in here this year. Let's have a look. That looks like a rat. Man, look at that. That's my binoculars. I think he's in that nest right there. I'll stand up where I can stomp him. All that stuff you're seeing in the floor was up here. I think I got him. Looky there. In there's a big old pile of junk. I come here prepared for wasp and hornets like I do every year. I wasn't prepared to have my curtains torn down. My predator call's still intact. I leave a predator call in here. An old set of binoculars that ain't worth much. An old Primos grunt tube. Got a spider web in it. That's still good. Whew. Let's open some windows. Get one of them rat poison diseases. I think there's some kind of disease you get from rat crap. Man. I keep this little broom in here for sweeping out the stand. I got a half a toilet paper roll and bite-sized pieces all on the floor, and it just ain't coming up. I smashed that thinking there was a rat in it, but no rat came out. The rat's in the ceiling. When you put sheet metal on a box stand like this, what you want to do is put some foam insulation on top. And that way, when the sheet metal condenses, it'll hit the foam and run off and not condense and drip on you. I set up here one muzzleloader season with a pair of scissors and a stapler and a couple yards of that camouflage burlap. And I'd cut me a strip. I didn't do this like at daylight and at dark, but after it got good in daylight and the deer had kind of quit moving, I just rode out the rest of the morning cutting strips of burlap, putting them around this window rod, and then stapled them on there, looped them around it and stapled them. Well, I think it's too bright for you to see, but on the other side of them big stand oak trees there and that big pecan tree is a soybean field. Let me zoom into it. You can see what I'm talking about. See all that green? That little white building you're seeing way in the distance is about 2 miles away. So it's just as flat as it can be, and I'm here on the base of a big ridge. And I shoot and see just about as many deer in that soybean field early as I do in the food plot in the early part of the year. But if you look, I've got the stand is right behind the camera to my back. So I want to be able to see from my stand through this little strip of trees into that bean field. So the focus today is going to be to clean all that up, to clean up all these woods here and cut some shooting lanes in them, and to be able to see up in that valley, because there's a little creek that runs through the break in this ridge here, so it's a natural funnel to bring deer right out in front of you. So I want to see them before they hop over in the field, and the stand's only 20 yards from the field, or from that side of the field. So we want to cut some shooting lanes in there and open up the trees in between here and there. There you have it. You can tell right here in the center, that was all saplings that were too tall to see through, but now I can see to this patch of trees over here in the bean field. Let me show it to you. So there's a clump of trees over there, and that's 179 yards to that clump of trees, and a lot of deer tend to funnel in that bean field right there. So by opening that up, I can now cover any deer that wants to feed in them soybeans for close to 200 yards easy. Then here where I cross the creek, I've opened it up a lot more. And then I've got some shooting lanes through there. And right there's the corner of the bean field, there in the center of the screen, and there's a shooting lane right to it. So if any deer comes out and follows the creek, got clear shooting all the way. You look on through the woods, it's opened up. If any deer comes down the fence line, I can see there. I can see some deer on the hill. I'm going to wait to clean the rest of the woods up. I'm just too hot and too tired. Got quite a bit of stuff done today. Probably one more day like this and I'll be ready to set and hunt.